Hello, I'm going to be answering a question from Allison. She said, how do I stop trying to force myself back into health and simply allow for the healing to take place in its own way? I feel like getting better is all that I can think about. I obsess over always eating the quote right food, taking all the quote right supplements, and doing all the quote right things like meditation, yoga, etc. But I feel like it's just creating even more stress in my body, which could actually be slowing down my healing instead of supporting it. Who can relate? I would love some tips on how to release my overly analytical mind from driving my current controlling behavior when it comes to my health. How can I realign my energy with peace, calm, acceptance versus hypervigilance, stressful worrying? Thank you. Perfect. So yes, I totally get this. I understand. And you just want to get better, right? It's like, I just want to feel better. I just want to feel well again. But remember that it's not just one thing that led to this point that makes you feel shitty, or that led to chronic illness, or that allowed you to or caused you to feel this physical symptom that you're feeling now. Instead, it was a bucket that was filling up over time, filling, and getting to the point where eventually it overflowed, and then you may have got diagnosed with an autoimmune disease or a chronic illness, or experienced symptoms that just never went away. But those symptoms don't necessarily just appear out of nowhere, and you already know this, but it is a compilation, it is an accumulation of stuff over time. And that stuff can be a number of things, but it's not just this one thing that led to this. So therefore, the healing process is not going to be one thing, oh, I fix this, I take this pill, or I just balance the hormones, or I just get rid of the toxins, or I just whatever, or I just remove gluten, I just cut out dairy. Those are not comprehensive ways of looking at the body and at our healing. So my suggestion to you, Allison, is to celebrate every small win along the way. You can take pictures to document it. I love doing this. I just did this for my tooth removal, and many of you followed along that journey on Instagram, and I got a tooth removed, and I took pictures of my face all throughout this process, and I've got one more final photo to take, and then I'm going to share it with you guys. But it was amazing to see, and because I was documenting it, and you don't have to share it with anybody, you can just keep it to yourself, but it's so cool to see how your body changes over time. The coloring of your eyes, the whites of your eyes, the life in your face, the glow in your face, the color of your skin, for me, pigment of my skin, the energy that you have, to celebrate that. And many of us hold weight or inflammation to see how the inflammation decreases in the body. I always tell people how I lost a size and a half, almost 2 shoe sizes when I cut out gluten and I changed my diet just from inflammation. So it's fun to document it so that you can celebrate it, so you can see the change in your body. You can also keep a celebration journal where you're documenting, oh my gosh, I realized today I woke up for the first time in 3 years, I don't have anxiety anymore. Celebrate that, whether it's a big win like that or it's a small win like last night I slept through the night. And that could be a big or a small win for you. It doesn't matter, but celebrate it all, document it, and find gratitude in every single one of those wins. Every little step you take, every bit of progress you make along this healing journey, can you find gratitude in it? You put your feet on the ground every single morning when you walk or step out of your bed, and you say, thank you for this life, for this life that I have right here, right now, and for everything I have in this life. Thank you for the breath that enters my lungs when I wake up this morning. So this may be a long journey, but you're doing so well. You're doing so well. I want to remind you and everyone of this. You are doing so well. So I have a question for you, which is, do all of these things that you're doing, do they add to your healing, or do they add to your stress? So you might be doing all of these things however often or all the time, where it's like, I'm doing all the right things, but how often do you just let yourself be? How often do you allow yourself to just be? So not that there's negative benefits of like yoga or drinking green juice or something like that. But we need to balance that with also like nothingness, with the creative cycle, which is be, do, have, and that pause, which is the be part of the cycle, that allows us to decompress and debrief and to experience and to receive the intuitive downloads and channels. So even though you're doing so many good things, we have to balance that with just being as well. So I have an affirmation for you, which is, I am healing at the perfect pace. My body gets healthier every single day, and I am so open to receive all of this deep, deep healing. I would love for you to repeat that affirmation and see how that shifts things for you as well. So doing the right things aren't slowing you down on your healing necessarily, but the mental stress that might be coming along with it absolutely is. We have seen so much research now that shows how much stress impacts our health, our life, our lifespan, and how long we live as well. So how can you release the stress, if any stress is around this, and you indicated there was? How can you release this stress? I see this over and over and over again in my community and women that I work with, where women are eating perfectly, and they're exercising, and they're meditating, and they're journaling, and they feel like they're doing everything right. They're very type A with even in their healing, where they're like, check, okay, meditate today, check, write for 5 minutes in my journal, check. And they're not really making strides forward, even though they're checking all those boxes off. Well, even though on the surface they're doing everything right, they're stressed as fuck about it. And that stress sabotages everything. So in as many ways as possible, I want you to let that stress go. And that could be by releasing a commitment that you have that's not necessarily required or vital or super necessary for you to be committing yourself to. It could be taking more breaks. It could be taking a vacation. It could be scheduling in self-care, and self-care gets to be whatever you want it to be. It might be saying no more, or reframing a situation, changing your inner dialogue from I have to heal perfectly, or I have to be perfect to heal, or I have to do it in this way that's so type A of check, 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 check. Changing that dialogue of, okay, I'm doing this perfectly, to I heal most quickly when I'm in a joyful state, in a joyous place. I heal when I'm happy. I heal when I'm in flow. I heal when everything feels good around me. So that shift in itself is a huge transformation from I have to be perfect to heal, and I have to control all of these things in order to heal and to make progress, to I get to heal when I feel good. So let's just do what feels good. I get to heal when I'm happy. So what makes me happy? I get to heal when I'm in flow. So let's stop trying to control everything and allow yourself to flow. Okay? So I think you got this. I know you got this. And you are healing. You are making progress. But we have to celebrate the wins along the way. Document it if you feel like that would help you see your progress, big and small. Be a witness to your own transformation, because it's fucking beautiful what you're experiencing. And know so deeply in your heart that all of this is teaching you so much. That I have no questions about. That I think is present for every single one of us in our healing. That all of this is here to teach us something, to send us a message. And this is teaching you so much. And it is the catalyst to so much inner work that is super transformative and super, super fucking powerful. So Allison, I love you. You got this. Let's release the control and step into that joyful, flowing place and state in your body. Thank you all for listening today. I have one quick announcement, which is my program Rise, which is a 6-week just incredible journey that we're going on. It includes group coaching calls every Tuesday evening. There will be recordings as well. You'll have the opportunity to get one-on-one coaching from me in a group setting at a group rate versus a one-on-one rate. And one of the really cool things I'm doing in this program is creating workbooks to accompany the process, the experience that you'll be going through, as well as creating journal prompts for you that I have personally used in my own healing that have changed everything. Maybe journal prompts feel like well, okay, whatever, I can Google journal prompts or Google writing prompts, or that's not going to change anything for me, or I've journaled all the time and I've never changed. It's like, this shit works. And even if you're having doubts, I encourage you to trust that you never know when your next breakthrough is going to be, and this could be it. And my experience with these specific journal prompts is that they really allowed me to think differently and to change my own mindset and to be the catalyst to that breakthrough. So that's just an accompanying piece to the entire program, but one that I'm really excited about and I really think you're going to get a lot out of. So if you'd like to join me, $100 off ends on Friday. That is May 17th. I'd love for you to join me. There's still some spots available. I do anticipate this program will sell out and the price again goes up, so why not jump in now? I'll drop the link below if you're interested, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night.